Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's district game in which we have the Dunedin Falcons facing off against Hudson Cobras. Let's take it down to the field and gear up for the lineup.
Number 4, Brian Budista. Number 5, Nicola Nikig. Number 6, Jag Schmieder. Number 9, Siren Coco. Number 11, Ermin Graxkick. Number 12, Leonel Pinto. Number 13, Rodrigo Suarez. Number 19, Sprigos Panagos. Number 20, Noah Graham. Number 27, Brian Hernandez. And number 99, Philip Cunningham. And now for your 2023-2024 Boys Cobras. Number 1, Mark Funzinger. Number 4, Marco Nava. Number 5, Stone Deal. Number 8, Colin Sullivan. Number 10, Jeremiah Jackson. Number 11, Rowan Murphy. Number 16, Tristan Smith. Number 17, Damian Leach. Number 19, Carlos Brothers. Number 20, Matt Dion. And your goalkeeper, Cody Bishop. Thank you. And now please remove your hats and face the north side of the field for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, and let's go Cobras.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the Cobras and Falcons both gearing up for this particular game here. Referees getting a last-second hydration break before the mayhem begins. Should be very interesting to see what the Cobras will have in store for the Falcons today, in which the Cobras have been dealing with an up-and-down season, but also they've been handling a number of different things within their actual practices. So it should be very interesting to see exactly how that pans out. For the Falcons, coming in with a record of 2-6. This 2-6, but still in first place for their actual division here. So this should be very interesting to see, as this is a district game here. So there is a lot riding on this game here, as the referees will hand the ball there to the center strike. Good to see that the referees all wearing some gloves here, as we do have a cold one. Temperature down to about 51 degrees. And it looks like we are just about ready to gear off here, as the referee will make sure that his watch is synced And here we are. Cobras will start immediately back to the defensive backs and try to feed the strikers as the Falcons will actually apply some pressure here. As that ball sent over to the right back, connecting into the midfield and trying to actually send it up to the strikers. Rodrigo's going to break that up, send it up to Ehrman, who will try to feed that. He'll take a look downfield, but Cobras trying to break it up. Leonil resetting the play. Rodrigo, a lead ball down to possibly Jack, as Cobras are able to break that up. 40 seconds in, as number 9 will send this one in, as that is Seren with the throw in. Right center back sending it down, trying to connect with JJ. Noah's going to take a look at this one and send it out of bounds. That's JJ, number 10, showcasing a lot of speed there, so we'll have to keep an eye out on him. Ball immediately sent down, and we're going to have a little bit of 50 here. Able to split in between the defender and the goalkeeper, and that ball is going to be sent in. Number 10, JJ, that's Jeremiah Jackson, showcasing the speed. Fans are on their feet. Let's see if we can take a look and see what may have happened here. With 1 minute and 30 seconds into the first half, let's see if we can take a look here where that ball is sent from the midfield immediately. That's, I guess, the problem number 1 is that ball was allowed to get sent back into the striking area here. JJ Stride moving in slow motion, but actually fast here, able to get in between the goalkeeper and the defender. Ball is chipped out with his right foot. And now it's yet another 50-50 chance between the goalkeeper and the goal itself, in which there you have it. An outstanding hustle play here. Should be very interesting to see now that they see the speed of JJ, how the Falcons respond. But here we are in this district game. Falcons down 1-0. Within the first minute and 30 seconds into the first half. And that just goes to show you folks, as mentioned earlier, the Cobras itself have been doing a number of different strategies and tactics for the last couple of weeks and trying to implement them. And one of those has been, as you can see again, the speed being showcased here by strikers as goalkeepers able to get a hand on that. But the momentum is still in Cobra's favor as that ball is pushed back. Possible shot attempt here as it's pushed out. Jack's going to come in, send that one downfield. Cobra's still in the defensive the midfielders sending it in, trying to test the box there as Noah sends this one out. And look at that. That ball's floated in the air. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if it's the balloons on the sideline, a lot of cookies and hot cocoa here, but Coach Ian forced to make a critical change here at the goalie position as that ball is chipped up. Let's see if we can take a look here. As it was not immediately sent out, here Noah gets a foot on that ball, but it looks like, yes, there you have it. One of the strikers trying to make a play here, sends it out to his midfield. That ball's chipped up in the air. Lots of helium under that. Goalkeeper in the right position. Jumps up at least 1.5 feet, but unable to make a play on the actual ball itself. Definitely good to see that, the jumping ability there. But here we are, and as you can see, Madden will now come in. Coach Ian forced to make a critical change in the goalie spot early on in the game. We'll see if this adjustment will assist the Falcons as the pressure is now on. Ball sent up, trying to connect there with the midfield. Momentum in Cobra's favor here. Referee jumping out of the way. As we mentioned, all referees, except for the sideline there. Possible opportunity here into the box. Noah's going to send this one as the goalkeeper will also step in. Cobras up 2-0. A lot of communication going on in the back as Nicola tries to send this one. Noah will send this one there and eventually out. Doesn't look like it goes out, but we do have a call on the play. Goal kick awarded. Nicola trying to make a play here. Cobras actually applying a lot of pressure here. Rodrigo taking a look, trying to switch the field. Able to connect with Batista. He'll connect over to Mittens there on the sideline as he'll take a look downfield. Reset it as Cobras do apply some pressure here. Rodrigo will step into the allocated space. Cobras feeling the actual momentum, playing very, very close. Jack with the lead ball here. We'll see what he can do as he's taken down here. As a little bit of sportsmanship is showcased there as he did not mean to collide here. Nevertheless, Rodrigo gearing up. Sorin jumping into the allocated area as well. As that ball sent into the box, possible opportunity here. Nicola trying to get in on the action. Brian will make a shot here, and we have, just like that, in the first 5 minutes, 3 goals scored between both teams. And you can hear the silence on the sideline here as the Falcons striking here. Now down, it's 2-1. As one of their captains, Brian Batista, a.k.a. Superman, trying to lead the charge. And look at them on the line here as JJ gears up along with Rowan. You could hear a pin drop with the silence here. Nothing but the dribbling on the sideline by the sideline ball keeper. And here we are, yet again, immediately back into the backfields here. Cobras trying to send it up to the strikers, but now momentum kind of shifting here, in which it is, yet again, 2-1. Falcons are down. Possible opportunity here. Noah's going to jump in and try to get a foot on that, as is Brian. Or no, that is, I believe, Sorin that made a play on that. Able to break that up. As the Falcons are now getting a little more physical here, trying to contest every possible ball in the attacking third here, as the Cobras will shift their defensive backs, trying to reshape themselves, but the ball's turned over as they'll take a quick little look, as they'll try to reset this one here, as that was Carlos sending it back to the goalkeeper, trying to reset. Ball still in, right back with Jack actually pressing as well, causing that ball to go out of bounds. Sparrows will gear up for the throw-in, a.k.a. Mittens. Curious to see how he feels with the referees also wearing mittens as well. Gearing up for the throw-in down the sideline. The stadium noise has depleted as Cobra with a semi-comfortable lead with 1 goal, but momentum in the Falcons' favor here as that ball's chipped in. Noah's going to try to make a play on this one as 10 is going to run him down. He'll send this one downfield. Batista takes a look downfield, trying to connect with Leonel. Great defensive pressure there by the Cobras as Rodrigo trying to make a play there. But number 1, that's Mark applying outstanding defense. 8 minutes in, Sorin gearing up for the throw-in. Connects with Rodrigo. Loose settle, but still able to get it back over to Brian. He'll run it down with a little bit of space. No left foot action here, but he will gear up for the right foot. As that ball will go over and trying to test the actual keeper. Falcons fans on their feet, you can hear them left and right yelling to win the ball as the Cobras are able to connect down to their strikers, but it's a loose settle. Jack will reset, hands over to Mittens. Mittens will try to make a play on it. Turnover on the sideline there, but the pressure is still there. Great defensive pressure there with Sparrow staying with the play. Hernandez will reset Passing it down to Batista, a.k.a. Superman. Possible opportunity here, but Brian's going to actually get a foot on that one. Cobras trying to knock on the door, but not able to penetrate whatsoever. As earlier in the half, beginning of the game, they were able to kind of work their way down into their attacking third. But now, as you can see, the defensive pressure has been tuned up. Couple of adjustments here by the Falcons as Nicola is going to send this one back to the midline. Ehrman try to make a play on it. Possible opportunity here. Let's see what can happen here. A little bit of foot magic. Sorin trying to get in and trying to stop anything from actually materializing here as Nicola will chase this ball down. That ball still in, sent into the box here. Madden's going to grab that one up. He looks over to the right, also down to the midfield, trying to see what availability he has as far as players. As he squeezed that ball tightly, sends it down. Not able to make it to the midline, but it looks like he was trying to connect with Jack. As Jack will continue with the pressure here, as the referee will let it be known that it is the Falcons' ball. Huge throw in here, down the sideline, out of bounds, over towards the golf cart. Falcons gearing up for the throw-in. As Jacques is also in, making his appearance. As you can hear the Falcons fan cheering their troops on. I believe that's part of the VIP section in the audience here. 28 minutes on the clock. Quick little rollout. Cobra's going to play it from the back. Tries to settle. He'll reset. Shift it back down up to the goalkeeper. Out to Cody. Cody's going to send that one down as that ball is going to go out of bounds. Sorin gearing up, looking for the ball. Ball girl able to supply that relatively quickly, allowing the Falcons offense to actually not be slowed down as Rodrigo trying to make a play here. A little bit of grabbage there on the sideline with the jersey. Rodrigo not happy with that one, looking over towards the ref. Referee is awarding the actual kick. 27 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock. That ball sent into the box. Cody's going to be able to make a play on that one as the backs will actually handle the initial stop. As Cody will send this one down short past the midfield. Cobras trying to attack. JJ with the ball. Noah's going to grab that one with his foot. Sparrows with the ball. That ball's going to be turned over. See if they can send this one. Yes, they are able to connect into the midfield there, or at least up top. Hernandez with a little bit of defensive pressure as the Cobras will reset. Nicola with the ball trying to connect downfield. He is able to connect with Brian. They'll send this one down looking for Lionel. But Carlos able to make a play. Cobras not allowing anything easy as Rodrigo will take a look, trying to send this lead ball down. It looks like he was trying to connect with Brian, and now he will have it. Inside foot now with the left, takes a shot as Cody is challenged yet again. Batista, a man possessed within the last couple of minutes here, able to shift that ball as the corner kick, and Nicola trying to make a play. He'll reset this one here, but seeing Batista shift that ball from the right foot and then get a possible left foot action here as Jack will send this one up. Lionel utilizing his body there, but Carlos, yet another defensive play there by Carlos as he will take the space. Now we got a 50-50 ball here between Jackson and Noah. Interesting challenge there as that ball will go out of bounds as the Falcons defensive backs are definitely being placed to the test here. As Sparrows will run this one down. He'll take a look downfield, inside with the left foot, trying to connect with Jacques. As that ball will go out of bounds. Throw in down the line for Cobras. Batista trying to make a play, connecting with Jack. Jack off of the head, out of bounds. Cobras gearing up for the throw in down the sideline, off of the chest. Jack able to grab that one. Lionel trying to come in, make a play. That's Carlos yet again receiving a number of touches here. And just when you thought that the playoffs were not till at least another month, it looks like we have ourselves a playoff match here sent into the box, but Nicola's going to be able to get a foot on that one as they will gear up for a corner kick. And it's a high one as that ball will go out of bounds, and they will gear up for a Falcons goal kick as Nicola will look downfield. You can see on some of their faces as they look over at the scoreboard, 2-1, as the Cobras are really trying to apply some venom, as Seren will head this one down to himself, but receiving a little bit of pressure here. Here's a possible opportunity here as Seren does get back on the play and lowers that left shoulder just to let him know you took the ball from me, but it's not going to be without a consequence. There's Carlos in on the play and Jacques, and Carlos again looking over to the right. Down the line here, Seren will get in on the action, as will Noah, as they shift back into their areas here. Here's a loose settle. 11 trying to make a play. Seren applying some great defensive pressure here. Number 20, Noah, gearing up for the throw-in. Looking over to the left and right. Nicola mentioning over. Here we are down the line connecting with Jacques. A number of fans out cheering Stone on. As Cobra, they know it's a 2-1 lead. But with the momentum shift here, Jacques with the ball, he'll take a look downfield, passes it into the back. Nicola's going to receive some pressure by JJ. That ball's going to be sent in. Madden tries to get it out of there, but JJ once again with his hands out, calling for his teammates, saying his house, or whose house? It's the Cobras' house, in which the Falcons are now down 3-1. The music and the camera shifting over with 21 minutes left in the first half. 3-1. The ball passed back. Nicola able to make a play on it. Passes it back to Madden. Madden tries to immediately get that ball out, but the pressure by JJ may have caused a little bit of a panic here, not allowing Madden to actually get a proper foot on that ball as it is placed there, and JJ runs it down, and the rest is history. And it's getting intense here on the stands. You can hear the fans as there's a possible opportunity here as Cody's going to grab that one down. Cobra fans on their feet as Cody will send this one down slightly near the midway point. Seren in on the play, trying to connect with the midfields. A little lack of communication here between both Bryans here as left striker one. That's Colin. No, that's Mark trying to make a play on that. Defensive backs a little bit closer now. Hernandez with a little bit of settle, able to shift that over to Jack. He'll take a look downfield, a little bit of foot magic, and there's two types of foot magic there as Nicola looking downfield as Carlos will get a foot on that one. And 4 will try to reset, switching the field. Marco feeding his right strike. Mittens getting bumped on the sideline, not happy with that one, but keeps his cool. As Noah kicks it down, trying to connect with the midfield. Ehrman trying to make a play. As Cobras will be awarded the kick. As their defensive backs kind of pinch in a little bit. Carlos directing his troops downfield as this ball is going to be sent in slightly outside of the box. Number 20, Noah's going to send that one out. Spiro's able to grab that one and connect with Jack, and Batista will send this one down as Jack will make a play on that one as Carlos shifting sides here will make a play on that as they gear up for the throw-in, in which both teams back after a well-needed rest. As we're getting word from the studio just to make sure that the music is off during the beginning of a break. Cody looking downfield for any opportunities here as Nicola will get a foot on that one and then heads it, connecting over to Rodrigo. He'll take a look trying to feed Lionel as we will have a possible opportunity here. Defensive presence by the Cobras, causing them to shift back and reset. Rodrigo says, hey, let's try it again. And Lionel looking into the field and now looking into the midfield, connecting with Brian. He'll shift it over to the right, tries to put some laces on it. Top right. Great to see, though, as Rodrigo and Lionel continuing to actually press the button here. As again, it is now, or is 3-1, Falcons down. As Seren will kick this one down. Stone able to connect with his left strike, but Nicola working, and Batista sending this one over, trying to connect with Hernandez. 3-1 still. As Darman will send this one in, trying to connect with the left strike. Noah's going to send this one down. That's a high flyer down to the midfield. Darman over to Carlos. Carlos trying to make a play down the sideline, but that ball's going to go out of bounds.
Keep talking, Falcons. Keep the talking.
Fans wanting to make sure that the Falcons are continuing with their communication, down 3-1, but communication will continue to be the key as Rodrigo and Nicola connect here. As Stone will chip that one out of bounds. Ball girl sent into Nicola. Nicola looks to the midfield, sends it down to Rodrigo. No, that's Lionel. See if he can make a play on that, but Carlos says, no, not in my house. You travel up to Hudson, it's not going to be easy, is what Carlos mentioned. As that ball is sent over, a reset down into the midfield. Hernandez trying to connect with Jack. Jack will push this one out. Stone all over the place. Sending it down, trying to connect with JJ, as he is able to keep it in. Got to watch out again, as we've already witnessed his speed. Falcons able to get back defensively, as Cobras trying to sting down in their attacking third here, sending it in. Rodrigo will get on the play, as will Nicola, and now Noah will send this one down, connecting with Lionel. Lionel chips this ball over to Rodrigo. Rodrigo fans him on and says, hey, let's get ready for the lead ball. Carlos in on the play, and that ball is still in bounds here with number 8. A lead ball down, but Seren looks like he's going to shield that one and send it out of bounds, as Colin trying to actually make something happen and extend the lead for the Cobras. Falcons able to get back defensively, as 17 will enter into the mix. Darman trying to make himself available. Noah's going to head this one out of bounds, and it does connect with Darman, as he'll send this one out to his defensive midfield here. Right back to Darman. Darman to Carlos, as he'll take a look downfield. But that ball's going to be headed by Batista. Can Cody make a play on it? And he is. Seren heading that down, trying to connect with Rodrigo. Lionel into Hernandez. Hernandez into Ehrman. Batista sends it right back out. Plenty of space and time for Rodrigo with 14 minutes. Opportunity here! As that ball was sent into the box, Superman almost able to make a play on that one. You can see his frustration, but as far as the Falcons' momentum, you want to still continue to see that type of delivery there, as Seren now connecting again with Rodrigo, looking down the field twice, trying to connect with Lionel, but Carlos immediately there for the defensive steal and sends it downfield. I think it's safe to say Carlos had a number of cookies before this game started, which were available at the halfway mark on the field of the sideline of the track. Ball sent down to Lionel, connecting again with Rodrigo. He'll reset into Hernandez, but Stone, and there is a push from the back as Noah is going to head this one down, not allowing JJ to get that one. Hernandez showcasing a little bit of frustration here, and the referee not happy, and tells him to come here immediately to receive this yellow card. as Hernandez walks over with his head down. Frustration is definitely up in the air. Gabriel will come in.
Daddy, I'm so glad you didn't get me small.
Ian whispering over to Hernandez, telling him to put that chin up. We're not out of it yet. As number 4 will send this one down. Cobras awarded the actual kick. Marco trying to send this one into the box here. As Stone gets a play on that. Madden's going to chip that one down. Sparrows is going to kick that one down out of the box. As Carlos will reset this one, sending it down. But here is Batista trying to make a play on it as Cody needed to run out of the goalie box to make a play on that, canceling that opportunity here. Fans again cheering the Falcons on as they are down 3-1, starting to knock on the door of the halftime. And there are some more fans cheering. They can feel the momentum swing, but Cobra's not giving up, led by Carlos and Stone and JJ. As that ball sent into the box there, Cody's going to be able to grab that one up with his new goalie gloves. Sent down to Colin. He'll take a look downfield. JJ trying to stay onside. Colin sending it down to JJ. And not Colin, excuse me, that's Mark. Noah's going to try to contain and stop JJ, which he does on the sideline, not allowing JJ to pass him.
Get it.
No one stepping in, and number 8, Colin, you can tell he would want that one back as he did test Madden's goalie ability, as Sorin taking a look downfield, connecting now with Gabriel. That ball sent out into the midfield. Cobra's trying to attack yet again. Erman's going to get in, try to put a foot in on this one. Jack's tripping him up on accident, but the pressure still tight. As 4, Marco gearing up for the kick. And that ball is sent into the box. Madden says no problem. Looks over to the left to see if his reliever is out there, but there's no one there. Pressure high by Cobra, so he'll send this one down. Carlos, not surprisingly, in on the play again, as Marco trying to slide and actually receive possession of this ball, as he'll reset this one, shifting it over to the right. Outside, actually that was an inside V settle there, and now trying to connect with the right strike, sending it into the box. Madden's going to grab this one up as Stone was really looking, as Stone looks over towards his bench and coach and the actual one who sent the ball in, saying, "Keep it coming, baby, keep it coming." And you can see the Cobras are playing with a little something extra in their tea today. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit of caramel or some type of cocoa, as those cookies again on the sideline, and muffins were looking quite scrumptious. But here we are yet again. Cobra is still trying to attack as that ball is sent into the box here. Gearing up. Oh, not able to get the best foot on it as that ball is chipped in. You can tell, you can see the frustration there as the Falcons trying to defend a corner kick.
Make it yours, Madden.
And it's a beautiful ball, slightly over, as Madden will hustle down as there's no relievers there. Noah gearing up for the goal kick. Inside. Oh, he looks like he kicked some of the dirt there. That ball is short. Gabriel able to capitalize on that one. Hernandez running downfield. He'll take a look. Feeds it as Carlos is there to help shield. Cody also in the mix. 17 opening up, letting it known that he is available. 22 will send this one down. 8 minutes left on the clock. Chipped over to Marco. Batista will roll this one over, setting it up for Nicola, as he'll take the space, but Stone will try to contain. Now down to Lionel, who will have to deal with Carlos yet again. Not surprising, Lionel out to Rodrigo. Rodrigo into the box. Brian tries to make a play on it, falls down, tries to make yet another play. as the Cobras try to counter, but Sparrow's not allowing anything to materialize there. As they gear up for the throw-in, referee says, hold up, let's take a look, make sure everyone's all right after all of that physicality in the box. As Rodrigo tries to make a play on this one, Jack running it down, and they will now, here we go, we have Mark running it down. And that ball's going to be sent down here, and Jack's going to run out, and Madden will also run this one down, grabbing that up, squeezing the ball ever so tightly. Sitting down to the midfield, that ball's going to be headed down. Sarin over to Nicola as he'll take a look downfield, sending it down, trying to connect with Brian, but they call him for an offsides. As that ball connecting in with the strikers here, but Falcons stepping up to everything now. Even though they're down 3-1, every touch is critical. Referee getting out of the way, and there's plenty of opportunity there as Batista tries to head this one down to himself, sends it up to Lionel. Lionel will push this one out, connects right back over to Hernandez, and just like that, everybody, the Falcons, with 5 minutes left in the first half, connecting on yet another goal, getting one step closer to equalizing this game, fighting their way back into this one. A great ball sent down by Rodrigo. Head bobbling and juggling that ball was Batista, connecting with Lionel. Instead of forcing the issue, sends it right back to a trailing Hernandez inside of the right foot, causing Cody to try to make an attempt on that one. You can see the frustration on Cody as Jack tries to get in on the ball. Batista calling his troops in. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock. Cody slamming his fist to the ground.
Batista!
As out of nowhere, a fan calls Batista's name. I believe that may have been for Batista to continue encouraging his troops to keep the fight on and keep the communication going, as Nicola utilizing his body to try to get a possession on this one. Gabriel with a low center of gravity, able to get that ball out to Hernandez, sending it down to Batista with yet another opportunity! As that ball is sent to the right side of the field. Woo! It is getting crazy here. Now look at this battle here as Nicola utilizing his body and some borrowed mittens from Mittens, aka Sparrow. Low center of gravity, Gabriel fighting off two players. Hernandez getting into position. Gabriel working hard, relentless for that. Able to feed Hernandez, who will then send that ball past a number of defensive backs down to Batista, where Cody may have put a hand on that. Look at the energy being expressed there by Cody. Outstanding play, trying to actually make that shot relatively difficult here as they gear up for the kick. But what a momentum shift here in this district game, as Cody will gear up to send this one down. Both teams, I would say, if anything else, definitely definitely Cobras, as they block JJ from getting an opportunity on that ball here, as things have tightened up on the Falcons side. Offensively testing the goalkeeper, Cody, for the Cobras.
4 minutes, Nicola.
4 minutes yelled out by the fans as Hernandez will try to set this one up. Cobras in need of a much-needed break here, I would say, for a halftime, as Batista, yet another possible opportunity here, as it's a light shot here. Not sure if it was a shot, maybe a pass over to Lionel. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock, and a huge momentum shift here. But that's one thing the coach has mentioned for the Cobras is, yes, we're up 3-1, but the momentum is changing. We need to keep everything that we've been doing the same. Apply the pressure. But the Falcons also turning up the heat defensively and upping the ante on the communication section. Great ball movement here by the Cobras with an opportunity here. Great ball movement. To see that type of play being developed by the Cobras is a clear showcase as to what they've been implementing during their private practices here. A lot of work, long hours on the field dedicated to such plays, and to see it here on the field is definitely a magical thing that I'm sure the Cobras coach is definitely happy to see, as Cody is going to run this one down, as that ball will go past the back line, gearing up for a Falcon opportunity here. 1 minute left on the clock, 1 minute 40 seconds. Rodrigo saying, hey, I'll take this kick. Falcons knocking on the door, trying to equalize this. It's a beautiful ball into the box. Cody double hands, sends it out. Brian takes a shot, then a header. Stone's not going to allow that one. As Cobras try to counter, Jack's going to get in on the action and reset, feeds Noah. Able to get the settle out over to Sparrow. He'll take a look downfield as Noah will make his run, in which he'll now get back into position as Jack tries to make a play here.
Wait, how many times has JJ scored? 2. If he does one more, it's a hat. It's a hat, yeah. Just one more.
Jack will throw this in. Cobras tightening up defensively here as Gabriel trying to stay on side. I believe that was Lionel actually testing the back line. As now you can see 5 backs. That ball sent in, and that ball is just like that. But no, they are not going to allow that one here. Just taking a look here, definitely not offside. Great ball delivery there, as Brian will make a play on the ball. And yeah, it looks like what they're calling here. Let's take a look at the ref, as Brian Batista, aka Superman, not too happy with the call. But I believe when you plow through the goalkeeper, and that could just be the adrenaline, hot and heavy on the ball, which is exactly what you want with a high-intensity game like this one here, as Batista will plead his case. But yeah, it looks like they actually called a foul here. Hernandez switching the field over to Nicola. Nicola will chip this one up into himself. Lead ball up to Jack. Jack will take a look into the box here, as that ball, Hernandez heavy on the ball here. Gabriel, a couple of feints here. Looking down at the ball, Stone shoulder checking Gabriel, in which he's not too happy about that. But that's one thing. These defensive backs for Cobra, they are not letting anything easy in the back. As JJ gears up, as he'll head to the midline, fix his socks that help produce an additional 10% speed due to the elasticity, which is definitely key in these soccer games. You need a certain level of elasticity. Can't be too loose, but can't be too tight. It's got to be tight enough to keep those shin guards up on the shins. As that ball sent down, Noah's going to take a look inside V. He's going to send this one out to Sparrows. Sparrows will receive a little bit of pressure there. Noah's going to run this one down. Take a number of looks here. See if there's any pressure here. He'll send this one down into the midfield. See who he's able to connect with. Brian's going to pick this one up. Receiving some pressure here by Darman. All the way out of bounds. Darman goes over to the Falcons bench, but Brian's still in on the play. Hernandez sends it into the box as that ball's chipped out. Gabriel heads this one over to Hernandez. Nicola playing up relatively high. Bumped by Darman. As Cobras will gear up for a throw-in. As I look in the back here, there are 3. So not sure if the defensive lineup changed any for the Falcons. Kind of looks like Nicola's playing up pretty high for this throw-in, so it could be a possibility where they're trying to pinch them in, trying to pinch the Cobras in. As that ball's thrown in, the Cobras trying to work their way down the line. Jeremiah Jackson keeping steady, making sure he stays close to the last back, as his speed and hustling ability was showcased during the first half. Noah stepping up hot and heavy on JJ, not allowing anything to materialize here. Nice little turn and settle there by Stone, as Carlos will now look downfield trying to get a lead ball into JJ off of Sparrow. It's a loose settle by JJ, sends it in over to Stone, as Serin will get in on the action, stopping that from materializing here. Gabriel's going to shift this one over to the right, as Jacques is going to keep that ball in bounds. Three to 2. And there's a nice shot opportunity there by Cobras. Rolled out immediately by Madden over there to Mittens. He'll take a look downfield as he'll connect with Jack. Loose settle, but still able to get the pass over to Gabriel. Gabriel taking the space into the midfield. Carlos will actually bite in. Quick little throw in there and some camera distortion. Brian sends this one in. Carlos says not today. Batista in on the action, receiving some defensive pressure there by the Cobras. Sting.
Come on, Falcons!
Cobras gearing up. Actually, no, Falcons gearing up for the corner kick here. Jack with the great pressure, not able to get the ball. Cobras able to get the ball out though. Serin will try to get in on the action here, as that ball is going to be chased down by Serin, being pressured by number 10, JJ. Cobras with the quick throw in. Noah tries to get a step here, as they'll just call a quick little warning here. But that's one thing you definitely have to do. You cannot allow any types of shots. So stepping up to the ball to stop anything from materializing is definitely going to be key, which is exactly what Noah was doing there. But a kick is awarded. Great stop there by Madden, and a great defensive presence and challenge by the defensive backs for the Falcons, who are down 3 to 2. As Madden will send this one down. Rodrigo over to Nicola. Nicola will take a look downfield twice. Darman will get in to intercept, but Brian able to also get the actual ball back. He'll take a look downfield, trying to send that one in. Cody's going to get in on the play. Comfortable grab as he sends this one down. Serin trying to make a play. Noah, that may, yes. Noah trying to contain. JJ not able to get a settle on the ball, as I believe JJ will go and see the medical staff, as he may have pulled a muscle, but we can see him being worked on, as Serin will apply some pressure here. Rodrigo pinching over. Sparrow with a great defensive stop here, sending that ball out to Jack. But I believe it was the goalkeeper, the actual offsides that was called. Cobras still trying to make something happen and extend their lead here, as Nicola's going to send that ball, or no, that may have been Ehrman. Getting extra physical there on the sideline. Cobras trying to defend their 3-2 lead.
Slow it down, Dunedin, pick it up.
Win the ball, Dunedin, let's go.
Kick sent down. Brian trying to get a settle on that one as he heads it. No, we'll get a foot on this one. Ehrman sliding down, trying to keep possession here. Brian, he'll try to head this one forward. Referee not happy with the high kicks over there, showcasing the cleats.
Heads up, Cobra. Come on, heads up.
Rodrigo able to get a quick little touch on this one as the pressure actually gets a little closer there. Falcons trying to breathe down the neck of Cobras. Great pressure there by Seren. Or I'm sorry, that's actually Mittens there. Gabriel taking a hit. My goodness. Getting super physical here. But that ball is still being played.
Man down.
Fans not happy, but an unnecessary play on the ball. Getting a little extra physical. Referees are definitely going to be in need of controlling the tempo here, or at least the physicality, as Gabriel took a major hit in the middle of the field. And another foul. But it looks like the other foul committed inside of the box, in which we are now looking at a penalty kick. And you can hear the Cobra fans not happy at all. But this is what happens, and you could see the frustration on some of the Cobras' backs. But this is what happens when you get a little too physical in the box. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Rodrigo equalizing this game, in which the Falcons have now 2 unanswered goals.
Babes.
Mama, we have to take gloves to this game. I need gloves for this game.
Turn.
Cobra fans on their feet, really trying to push those Cobras to apply some venom into the Falcons.
Ooh, too much.
As that ball sent over, Jack able to run it down, keep it running. Spiro's going to make his run to cover for Jack's spot, as he'll get back into position, making himself available. Mittens with a little bit of foot action here. Foot action, trying to make something happen. He'll cut it back, looking for a reliever. Able to connect right back to Rodrigo. But that ball's going to be stolen, but kept in by Hernandez, who will switch the field. Able to feed Nicola. Let's see if he can put some laces on it. And that ball kicked in. Cody able to grab that one. Mittens getting back into position. And Darman able to earlier stop Nicola from actually getting a play on that, where I mentioned if he'd put some laces on that ball. As we gear in for that throw-in. Ball in. Rodrigo trying to make a play on the sideline. As Carlos showcasing the strength of that right shoulder, causing one of the players to go down. Coach Ian speaking with the referees, pleading for a foul, as the physicality for this game has definitely intensed, or increased. But it has intense as well. It is intense. But here we are, Cobras trying to strike. Great help with Seren and Noah, stopping anything from actually happening there, as we are currently equal at 3 apiece. As you can see, the battling there to the right side of the field, trying to throw in. That ball gets headed over and kicked out of bounds by, looks like Seren, not allowing anything to happen here. Falcons with their backs up against the wall, anticipating the goal kick, or actually the corner kick. Some movement in the back as that ball not properly placed. Madden gearing up for the goal kick here, as Nicola, known for his goal kicks with the proper footing on the ball. Cobras trying to play high, anticipating possibly at least wanting a low chipped shot. Falcons able to get the steal here. We got a long lead ball. In which they are going to call the actual offsides here. At 3 apiece. Seren quickly kicking that ball out of territory. Referee's not going to be happy with jumping over the backs here. As Rodrigo, Nicola gearing up. Falcons moving up. Defensive backs moving up. In which Marco, he's going to send that one in. Ehrman trying to get a foot on the ball here, as that ball's going to be sent down. Seren's going to run it down and do a little bit of containing. Tries to get a steal here. Quick little pass by the Cobras, in which that ball's going to be sent into the box. Mittens, he'll put a head on that one. And Noah will eventually get that ball out of the box. Batista with a head pass over. Batista will cut this one back, looking over to the backs and midfields, connecting now with Rodrigo. Rodrigo back over to Batista. Batista's going to take a shot here. And there we go. With the Falcons with 3 unanswered points. Look at everyone cheering here. Look at that. Look at the energy. Outstanding. Outstanding. 4-3 with 24 minutes left on the clock. Fans on their feet from both sides. Take a look here. That ball sent in, possible opportunity, but headed out by Mittens. And then Nicola, he'll try to send that one out. Noah will eventually send this one down. Look at the head pass by Batista. Hernandez will then run this one down. No, that's actually Lionel. Lionel, he'll run this one down, receiving the head pass from Batista. Collision here. Pushes the ball out, trying to take the actual space available. Number 17, he'll get in for the containment. That was Darman. Back over now to Rodrigo. Rodrigo over to Batista. Batista will run this one down. Plenty of opportunities there with Jack making a run, as is Hernandez. And look at that, the shot in between the tight area where Cody cannot actually get a proper handle here. And with 3 games, believe it, yes, a 3-game losing streak for the Falcons. But the way that they have been playing the last few games, this is what it's all about. Look at the cheering there. Everyone, even the coach in on the action. If you can see through the distortion of the camera zoomed in, nothing but happiness. Look at that. That's what it's all about. And now with 24 minutes left on the clock, Carlos will send this one down. Jack shifting over with a little bit of foot magic here. But Darman, 17, not making anything easy. As Lena will reset. Gets it over. Herman with a little bit of foot magic here as well. Darman, number 17, breaking that play up. As Nicola gearing up for the throw-in down the line. Into Lionel. It's a loose settle. As that ball goes out of bounds, Cobras gearing up for the throw-in. But the Falcons are everywhere now. Chipped over. Rodrigo trying to make a play. 1v2 Carlos. Not happy with the play or the call. As they will gear up now. Cobra wall initiated. Chipped. But over the top right of the goal. As Cody will send this one down. Ehrman with a loose settle. Tried to chip pass it up. On the run. Over to Batista. Batista over to Jack. Jack resets it. Give it to Hernandez. Hernandez over to Batista. Darman not allowing anything easy again with the defensive presence. Back over to Jack. Falcons able to switch the field there. Jack with the pressure. Takes the shot. Blocked by the backside. Carlos, not surprising, with yet another touch, but also making the run as he looks downfield with yet another touch. He's still going as the fans are yelling to feed the middle. Carlos extending his leg, a man possessed out of the back, trying to make a run to get his team equalized during this game. As that ball is shouldered and now off of the chest of Batista. He'll bring this ball back, trying to feed Rodrigo. Rodrigo will take a shot. Hudson, as Noah, trying to make a run here. He'll take a look downfield. Rolls it back. Tries to make a play here, not able to connect. As he'll get back into position. As Ehrman will break this up. And now feeding. Trying to feed the actual strikers here, with Seren able to head this one down. Falcons backpedaling, trying to maintain their defensive shape in which they are now properly placed. As that ball will get sent in, it's a lob shot. Madden able to actually manage that with no problem. He'll actually look back at the clock with 20 minutes left. Happy to see his boys up 4-3 with an outstanding comeback, but plenty of time left as Ehrman will send this ball down. And both teams gearing up for a well-needed water break. We are back in action here as the throw-in and Jack able to settle it down. Still extra physical here into the midfield. Poor pass, but Jack's able to kind of get that one, but Marco gets it right back. Noah misses the settle here, but cleanup by Seren with the defensive help. 19 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. Colin looking around, or I'm sorry, that's Mark. Mark will pass this into the center as Hernandez will run this one down as the Falcons now trying to counter here. Cobras able to get back. And extra physical on the sideline. Fans wanting a call, but the referee says, hey, it's a physical game. Let's let them play as long as it's clean. Clean physicality is quite all right. Oh! And Batista goes down. As Marco applying a little too much pressure there. As that ball sent into the box here, Cody's going to grab that one. Fans pleading, turn around. This game's still going. As Noah's going to run this one down, talking to his goalkeeper. Good communication there to see who was actually going to get it. 17 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. Sparrows, a.k.a. Mittens, available on the sideline, letting it be known that he is available. Madden taking as much time as allocated by the referees. Sends that ball down. If we can get a zoom in here. As Batista will come back in for a well-needed rest after the collision. Falcons on the attack. Batista shifting the ball over. As Lionel, he'll reset this one. Inside of the left foot, chip shot over. Looked like more of a pass than anything else. Jack with the ball, looking over 3 times. A reliever, Sparrows right there. Like to see Sparrows demand that ball, but Jack was looking into the box to make something happen, trying to extend that lead at least by 2. Rodrigo back over to Jack. Jack makes his run. Batista is over there as well. Cobras able to actually maintain and actually break it up. Noah's going to send this one back into Ehrman. Ehrman to Jack inside of the left foot. Great settle, still actually making something happen. He'll feed the left strike as he'll make a move here inside the box. Fans nervous left and right. Great ball movement, though, and playmaking by the Falcons, but defensive pressure by Cobras. Not allowing anything easy here. A lot of pressure there on Brian as number 4, Marco, really having to increase the intensity as far as the defense. Definitely got to play tighter. You don't want to allow any team to make a play immediately past the midline. Definitely got to step up to any possibilities, whether it's a pass, whether it's a shot. It's 4-3. Time is of the essence for the Cobras. Falcons still trying to maintain this lead, but with the possibility here, they may be able to extend it as Nicola trying to make something happen. Bunched up on the sideline here. Looked like he was looking for a possible reset to kind of shift it back to the defensive backs and possibly switch it over. Referee showcasing the passing ability here. And here's the throw, and again on the sideline. Still tight. Cobras not allowing any types of crosses whatsoever. And it's almost a wrestling match over there, how physical it's getting. Coach Ian talking to his troops, saying, keep your cool. We're up 1-0. We're up 4-3. Just get back into your shape and let's play defense and get it back that way. JJ, Jeremiah Jackson, hurt twice in the game, coming back in the game for the Cobras with a little bit of venom left in him, coming back onto the field with his team down 4-3, trying to come back and give them everything that he has. As Rodrigo tries to make a play here, Batista receiving some pressure by Stone into the corner, in which that ball is going to be sent out of bounds. But again, with JJ back in the game here, there's a lot of pressure there in the actual midline. But with JJ's speed, even if he's at least at 65%, his 65% speed is faster than most players' 100% speed. So he is still a threat out there with the hustle and the speed. Sparrow's trying to make a play in on the action here. And that ball sent over to Jack, as he'll send this one over into the box. I believe that may have been Carlos breaking it up. And here we are. You can hear the fans saying everybody back. But it looks like that's for the Falcons and the Cobras. Gearing up for the throw-in. working his way up on that sideline there. JJ trying to get an attempt there. Nicola with the ball. He'll send that one past the line. Cobra is able to actually manage to get that one, but that ball is going to go out of bounds. Nicola gearing up for the sideline throw-in with a player on Batista's back, or Leonel's back. Marco taking the space, sending that ball up. Seren with a little bit of settle there. Noah was trying to get a little bit of settle there as well. Seren, a.k.a. Mittens, with 2 stops, stopping the actual play from a possible equalization.
Way to milk that clock. I like that.
11 minutes left on the clock. Madden with the ball.
Oh, you guys got to talk back there.
Fans talking to the players. JJ up high,
Come on, Cobra.
trying to see if he can get a chipped shot, a misdirection shot. Cobras with the ball, and Seren's going to feed that one up top. Back over to Jack. He'll try to get the settle here, try to work it up to the midline there. Nothing going. Up to JJ, and Jack in with the help. Great defensive pressure here, but JJ's hustling left and right, really trying to get some. You can see him jumping up and down over there. Doesn't seem like he was affected by his 2 injuries, but I believe the Cobras medical staff here with outstanding medical attention able to wrap him up and get him back out on the field. Jack in trying to get something happening there as JJ trying to get in on the ball. It looks like he took yet another collision here. As a fan on the sideline, I believe that's the ball girl letting JJ know that he'll get a hat trick. Stone with the throw in. We do have a player down. As fans from both sides having a conversation of whether or not a player is part of the play, trying to explain as to why the referees are not necessarily stopping the play with a player down on the field. But as a parent, of course, when any player is down, you want immediately to be able to stop the play, have the referees stop. One reason as to why a lot of referees do not stop, as that was brought up to the committee, as they do not stop the play. I mean, obviously they can stop whatever play that they would like, but unfortunately with this game, you know, we've seen a number of players fake injuries in order to stop certain types of plays from materializing. So to all of the parents in the audience, that is why to this day you do not see a lot of plays being stopped when a player is down, but obviously the referees have to use their discretion. Nevertheless, 4-3 Falcons with 3 unanswered points here. And then being up 4-3.
Come on, defense. Come on, Cobra, right now. Make him pay.
A lot of communication going on in the back line. Both teams trying to squeeze whatever juice out that they have left as they prepare for this kick. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock. A lot of battling in that box. A lot of bumping. Referees getting closer. Madden in. Able to bring that ball directly to his chest. As the players open up for availability, he'll send this one down all the way to the half line, headed over to Batista. Batista and Carlos battling it out. Carlos, he'll fall down as Jack will hustle this one down. Pushes it out, but the referee says, wait a minute, let's bring this one back. As it looks like they did actually call the foul here on Brian. Carlos going down. That ball's going to be sent down into the play. connecting with the left midfield up to the strikes. A little bit of containment there by Seren, and Ehrman will then get in on the action, but it's off of the chest. Sparrows with the last containment on the right side, able to maneuver his body in, and Noah with the cleanup. Great defensive help with Sparrow and Noah. That's one thing that we've discussed, is the defensive help from a number of backs here by the Falcons.
Come on, make it pay, Cobra, make it pay.
Marco gearing up, number 4.
Get it in, Marco.
Referee letting them know where that wall needs to be built. A lot of movement in that box as that ball is headed down by Nicola. Carlos trying to make a play and turn the field there, not able to turn precisely. Falcons on the counter. Rodrigo looking downfield to the right and then back over to the left. Marco with a little bit of containment, utilizing his body. Carlos is going to send this one down. Ehrman's going to get a foot on that one, sending it down to Jack. Clearly onside. See what type of containment they can do. Into the box. Cody's going to make a play on that. As that ball gets sent down into the midfield. Nicola trying to slow it down a little bit there. As 11, Rowan trying to make something happen. A little bit of foot magic here by Rowan. He'll look downfield. Nothing going on here, but he'll be able to reset, send it back over to the right back. He'll take a look downfield. Mittens with the intercept, but Stone in on the action. And Mittens takes down 2 players by accident. Calling upon the powers of thy Mittens, taking down 2 players inadvertently. You can tell it was not on purpose, but it was the body momentum. Fans not happy as Noah will send this ball down. Stone sending it back. Ehrman trying to get a settle in the air. Trying to feed Rodrigo. Carlos coming in hot. Rodrigo sending it over to Jack. Jack up to Superman. Containment outside of the box. Batista resets, sends it out to Rodrigo. Rodrigo into the box. He goes down past the back line. And Cobras back on the attack. But there's a steal. And Gabriel, with his low center of gravity, showcasing the strength on Marco, who was clearly twice his size, fighting for the ball. And it is getting fiery out there. Fans on their feet. Security being called in from the left and right side of the fields. Referees trying to get a handle on the mayhem going on here. Ehrman trying to get in there and talk with his fellow captain, saying, look, you need to slow it down, man. We got to bring the cool down. Cool it down. The game is intense. Fiery situations. They're battling left and right. Carlos not happy in the box. Ehrman pleading his case to Brian Batista, a.k.a. Superman. It's possible they may have had some kryptonite on them, which is causing Brian to semi-lose his cool. But that is also part of his fiery passion for the game of soccer, in which he is trying to lead his troops with this victory, in which they are currently up 4-3. And referee saying, look, I think you're going to need a cool down session here, as they go over and talk with Coach Ian Hall, explaining that we have not found any kryptonite on the sideline, but the tempers are flaring. Let's just settle it down, get control of the game. Fans not happy with the ball placement. But nevertheless, ball kicked in. Falcons with the ball, 4-3. Ehrman makes a play, makes his run as Gabriel will send this one back. No, that's Leon now, in which Cobras will reset. Jacques in applying some pressure up top. Couple of substitutions here. Nicola gearing up for the throw-in. Great body mechanics there by Hernandez, but referee not happy with the cutoff.
Come on, defense. Come on, keep that ball.
Short ball. Batista with the header. Jacques going to run this one down, and we'll have to battle Carlos. In which Carlos with a little push towards the end, a little bit of a stare down there. That's one thing Carlos was not a big fan of, is dealing with a lot of pressure, in which Jacques is creating that pressure, not allowing him to kind of cut and turn corners. But with that hustle, Falcons are now awarded a kick. A lot of battling here. Ehrman trying to get into place. Jack's going to move around. And that ball is sent in by Rodrigo, who does the Wild Wild West shots and calls his teammates over.
Good job, Falcons.
In which now the Falcons
Good job, Falcons.
up, extending their lead 2-0, or actually 5-3, so extending their lead by 2. And the Falcons coming in, keeping their composure and fighting their way back from a 3-1 deficit.
Hey, you got that Yankee hat on, so you're definitely a cheater. So you better sit down.
In which you can hear some of the fans here expressing their dislike for the Yankee hats, in which anyone with a Yankee hat has now been called a cheater. But that's how it is here when you have a home team and an away team battling it out. And that's why security has been called in from the sides of the fields, as things tend to get a little rocky as Jacques battles for position. But there's a very good chance the security is not for the intensity on the sidelines and for the players. I think it's really more for those cupcakes that are in the halfway line. A couple of great sugar cookies that some of the studio representatives have seen. But with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock, 5-3, Stone gearing up for a throw-in, trying to lead his troops, trying to make something happen, as Marco not as happy with the events that have happened within the last 10 minutes. As that ball is sent down, Jacques going to make a run on that, position his body and head it down. Carlos in on the action with yet another steal. Jacques falls down. Not sure exactly what may have happened there, but Carlos is playing like a man possessed within the last few minutes here. And the referees are on top of it. Let's take a look here and see exactly what may have happened. As you can see, Jacques maneuvering his body, chasing that down, but Carlos able to actually get in on the play there, and it looks like Jacques was actually tripped up possibly with the right foot of the other player. So it looks like that's what they may have called it. Oh no, and then here's the actual foul here, as Carlos defensively playing spectacular this entire game, but with his troops now down 2 points, intensity is overwhelming. Falcons up 5-3, gearing up for a free kick here. Cobras with the ball, or Cobras with the wall, that is. Falcons lined up just outside, right on the goal box line. And right off of the left post. Right off of the left post. What a shot. As the ball's thrown in, Jacques trying to make a play here. Darman with the containment. Sent into the box. Superman sends it over the goalpost. Falcons not letting off of the gas pedal here. Trying to increase their lead. As Cody's going to send this one down. Right back making his run. Mittens will send this one in. Jack and Brian and Jacques down. Jack with the quick throw in. There's a fake. He'll send it down, connecting with Jacques with some pressure behind him. Able to keep the ball in. Tries to make a play here. Mittens will take a look downfield, connect with Noah. As he'll send this one down. JJ back in after his third injury. Falcons with the throw in, trying to connect with Hernandez. As we got a player down on the track. Coach Ian immediately on the scene, checking in with his player, seeing if he's all right. Hernandez mentioning it was for a possible TV timeout. Good to see that he's all right, though. Cobras with the throw in. Nicola not allowing anything on the sideline. Brian takes the header but bumped in the back. Ehrman sending this one down. Marco trying to feed over to the right. Mark making a play. Seren coming in with a great block here, but the Falcons not allowing any easy shots. Stepping into everything. Noah's going to come in hot and heavy. Stepping in on the ball. As he'll plead his case. As that ball is going to go through the uprights for the goalpost for football. But they will not be awarded the points for that. And there you have it, everyone. The Falcons with an outstanding comeback in this district game. Cobras versus the Falcons. JJ immediately giving some high fives to the players. Great to see the sportsmanship after this game. They know it was a fiery one. Referees let them play to a certain degree of physicality. As you can see, all of the boys happy after the game. Dunedin picking up a long overdue win, but seeing their last few games that they played, you can tell that they were going to try to squeeze this one out.